What's up, guys? It's Gone here, bringing you another NFL stream for the week. Um, Sorry I missed out on last week's stream. I mean, obviously it's Thanksgiving break, so I had to leave early. Um, and I wasn't able to stream on Wednesday. Let me just throw that on there. On IT Boss Matthijs 13. Do that. And throw that on the story. Alright, perfect. Should be a nice stream today. I don't have too many plans going for this stream. Other than just kind of hanging out. Let me get Discord popped up just in case anybody decides to join the stream. And we should be good. So again, I missed last week. I'm sorry. But luckily enough, I did my picks and I did my standings. Well, I did my standings and I did my picks. I made a few bets and did picks and stuff like that. But I did my picks. They weren't bad. They weren't great. You'll see them in a little bit. So, as you guys can see here, I got the tier list. Oops. Anyways, got the tier list. I put it out here. This was my tier list for last week. Going into week 12. Just to give a quick refresher off of the week 11 games that were prior. These were the week 11 games. This was, you had Jonathan Taylor absolutely popping off. Okay, Jack will not be on the show, but he's going to send his picks in, so weird. But, yes, this is after this week. Eagles won. Browns barely beat the Lions. Chiefs beat the Cowboys. Bucks beat the Giants. So this is what that's based off of, basically. Obviously, Lions dead last. Sadly, still without a win. But, realistically, I feel like they could be better than, at least the Jets and the Jags. They play better than them in most games, but they still just don't have a win. So I don't feel like I can justify putting them that high. Jets, Jags, Texans, Seahawks. Seahawks taking a big drop from where they were. As you can see, this was the one before. This was the going into week 11, so week 10 kind of. Seahawks have been just slowly dropping every week, and I don't know. I mean, even with Russ back, they haven't looked good. And sadly, they've just fallen down to that F tier, and they don't even have their first round pick, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember who does, but somebody has their first round pick, so not great. I looked. Oh, wait, I think it's the Jets. The Jets, I think, do from the Jamal Adams trade. Which is, that's pretty bad. That, you don't have your first round pick. If you look at the order, I'm pretty sure in the top, this is one of the first times I've seen that in the top 10 right now, back-to-back, so you have the Jets have 2 back-to-back picks. I think it's let me see. League. Here it is. So the Lions have the first pick, Jags, Texans, and then the Jets have Seattle and their own. Giants have theirs and the Bears. And then I think it is I don't remember. Oh, Eagles. Eagles have theirs, and they have is it the Colts? I know they have a few picks. Dolphins. They have the Dolphins pick from um the Jalen Waddle trade. That's what it was. Um, but yeah, so they're gonna have. I'm pretty sure there's a swap, but at the moment they'll have these two picks. Giants will have these two picks, and the Jets will have these two picks, back to back to back, which is just crazy. So we'll see how that pans out come draft time. But that's an interesting thing to look at. But yeah, Seahawks down here. Bears, Giants. I mean, you'll see the rankings this week. The Giants do get a nice boost, but or we'll go through them, but they'll get a nice boost. I'm assuming. Falcons, Washington, Carolina, Denver. Denver also will get a nice boost as they got that dub over the Chargers. Absolute bloodbath that game was. Eagles. I don't know how to feel about the Eagles. Everybody had the Eagles like around here-ish. I'm pretty sure going into the week until last week, but I rightfully placed them around here because I'm not buying the hype. They beat some pretty mid teams besides the Saints. Saints was the only good one they had, but Saints are injured to hell and back, which kind of sucks because that team's actually pretty good. That defense is cracked. Niners picking up more good wins. I don't know where the Niners are coming from, bro. They're just such a weird team that keep winning. I don't understand that. They beat the Vikings. Like the Vikings are a good team. Obviously they beat the Jags last week, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, then a little change to the top five. Patriots are at 5. Titans, Packers, Bucks, and Cards. Cards still hold that number 1 spot. As I think they had a bye this week, but the week before, did they? Yeah, they beat the Seahawks with Colt McCoy in their QB. But they get Kyler back, they get D-Hop back this week. They should be at least, unless they decide to rest him against the Bears. But if they don't, they get them back, which will be a big help for them. But yeah, Rams are starting to fall apart too. I'll get into where I'm going to drop them down to in my rankings, but we'll see. There's only one way to go from here. That's to start the new one, though, for this week. Again, pretty self-explanatory. The Lions are down here. They should have won that game last week against the Bears on Thanksgiving, but still lost. Andy Dalton absolutely pummeled them. Darnell Mooney looked great. Yeah, not a bad performance for the Bears, though. Not great, obviously, they barely won, but not bad. They looked really good in, like, 1 or 2 quarters. Both teams did. And the Lions, dude, they just fight, dude. They don't... I mean, Dan Campbell isn't the greatest of coaches, but man, he will fire up a team. And they play like they got nothing to lose because they don't. But I think in the future you could see the Lions as a good team. Give it 3-4 years if they get a QB in either next year's draft or the year after. If they find a QB, give it 3-4 years. I think Lions make a solid playoff push. Potential Super Bowl, but they'd have to get through the Rams and Packers and all them. But I think Packers will start falling off soon because Rodgers is going to be gone. Anyways, next up, which one of the 2 do we go with here? Jaguars lost by a touchdown to the Falcons. Texans lost to the Jets. We'll go Jets. Let's go Texans Jags. Let's go with that. you can go with any of these in order, really. Honestly, realistically, you can go with any of these next three in any order. Um, these will be the bottom four teams. I don't see this changing from the rest of the year. The order will change a few times, I think, between these three. Maybe the Lions, if they finally... Once the Lions get a win, I'm putting them above these three teams. I don't care. The Lions have played better than all three of these teams. But they haven't got a win, so I can't put them above any of them just yet. Next up at 5. I don't know if I keep the Seahawks here or if I move a team down. No, I'll keep the Seahawks where they're at. They stay put. They had a pretty decent game against Washington. Um tough L. If any of you guys watched that game, it was tough L for Seattle. Like the fact they scored this touchdown. Russ throws an absolute dot, gets the touchdown, 2-point conversion, no good, broken up. They're gonna show the onside in this? Let me see. No, they're not gonna show the onside. Anyways, Seahawks got the onside kick, but one player was a yard off the line, and they lost because of it. So they could move up. They play good, but I just can't put them above these next few teams, as these next few teams have gotten a couple solid wins. I'm trying to think out of these 4 who goes here. How did Washington do last week? Oh yeah, duh. I'm just talking about them. They should be Seattle. I think all of them got a win besides Giants got their win, Dolphins got their win, Bears got their win. I'll go. It was ugly. I'll go Bears. Honestly, I'd go with Bears Panthers, dude. The Panthers have fallen off. Camp was back, but not good enough. He is not he's not the MVP Cam. We kind of knew that, but yeah, he's not MVP Cam, and that's pretty safe to see, pretty safe to tell that he is not that type of player anymore. A lot of 5-win teams here. We'll go. Oh, I guess the Giants. I don't know. The Giants just are causing chaos, dude. Like all right. Let's see their wins. Saints. Everyone was like, "Oh, the Saints are good this year, dude. They're great this year." The Giants beat them. Okay. Panthers. They look good this year. Look at them. Sam Darnold's balling out. They beat them 25-3. Look at the Raiders. They look great 23-16. Look at the Eagles. They're gonna push for the playoffs 13-7. Literally every week, a team that's going in with everyone's like, yeah, this team could push for a playoff. With the Giants just like, yeah, no. And then they'll play someone like Washington or someone like Seattle, and they'll be like, oh, right, we're not that good. But this Giants team, they can be good. They can when they play up to their potential, they can be good. But honestly, yeah, Washington has 5 wins too. I'm honestly going Steelers Giants. I think. Let me just make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. How many wins do the Falcons have now? they got 5 wins as well. Um, no. I am putting the Giants above the Steelers, but I'm gonna put the Falcons first. And honestly, I might put yeah, I'll put Falcons, Steelers, Giants. I think that's pretty fair. Um, Falcons, they still continue to just get just wins over bad teams. I mean, the Giants game, that was a 50-50 toss-up. Jets. Dolphins actually look good, so that's actually a good win. And again, the Saints. The Saints are so weird. They beat the best teams, and they lose to the Giants, the Falcons. Um, so, yeah, I think that they had a dub against Jaguars. So, just... Whoa. Ow, that hurt my ears. I don't know who just joined and left. Or what just happened. Sorry if you guys heard that. Um, I don't know what happened there, but okay. Anyways, um, yeah, we'll put the Giants there. They just play spoiler, and they've done a pretty darn good job at it, I'd say. Um, next up, you can see some team is actually getting a nice boost up. Um, yeah, I think I do. I end their journey up here. No, we're gonna do it. Washington Dolphins. Dolphins are rising from bottom seed to top seed. I think they've really proved themselves this last couple weeks. Tua's really making a solid jump. He's showing that we don't need Deshaun Watson. They're on a 4-game win streak against Panthers, Jets, Ravens, Texans. Obviously, that Ravens win's the best one out of all of them there. Plus, they have the Jets this week. They get that win there. Now you're looking at a 6-win Dolphin team. I mean, granted, they're not great, but their explosive offenses. They're really starting to use Jalen Waddle now, and Jalen Waddle is a stud. That man is a beast. Personally, I thought this was looking very, very similar to the to last year's draft. As you had you had Waddle, Smith, and Jamar Chase, and um, honestly, it's pretty similar, realistically here. You have the CD Lamb of the draft. I would say would be Jamar Chase. Looks really good. You have Jalen Waddle probably as the Jerry Jeudy, I would say, who looks really good at times. He has glimpses of really good, but also has glimpses of pretty poor. And then what? Devonta Smith is the Henry Ruggs, another one that looks that his raw talent is really there, but you just kind of have to um, really just have to come out there and show it and prove it. Which that's what kind of was my comparisons. The only difference was I swapped. I thought Waddle was going to be the more Henry Ruggs of the draft. Was just going to be really explosive, but not really have those big games. But I don't know. Oh, sorry. Justin Jefferson. Sorry. It was Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, and Jerry Jeudy. Not Ruggs. Ruggs was in there originally, but not anymore. Obviously. I see CeeDee Lamb as Jamar Chase as the Justin Jefferson. You got uh, Waddle as the CeeDee Lamb, and you have Devonta Smith as the Jerry Jeudy, who looks good but had issues. He said some weeks where he's looked great and others where he's looked not that great. But yeah. Anyways, um, next up, who we're gonna put around here? I think this is the end of the. No, I'm gonna keep the Eagles there. I think Eagles stay put. Maybe I rated them a little too harshly, putting them at B last week after the hype, but realistically, that's where they should be. I think they're middle of the pack team. Nothing crazy, middle to below average in the league. Hurts has looked great, but he's also looked pretty poor. Throwing the ball, no, actually no. Hurts has looked great. Sorry, Hurts has looked pretty great this year. He's getting those. I don't know. I mean, fantasy wise, he's top 3 QB, top 2, number 2 QB maybe. I don't know, but he's had his weeks where he's looked really great, and he's had his weeks where he's looked kind of poor. But if he could get running the ball and they can get him open for some runs and let him use his legs to extend plays, he's pretty darn good player, if I do say so myself. Um, next up, I'm gonna go Saints. Um, correct me if I'm wrong. They got smoked by the Bills this week. Overall, it's just been kind of an odd season for the Saints. I originally had them 2 spots higher last week. They're just such a weird game, a weird team to play. You don't know what you're gonna get. If you're gonna get a defense that stops everybody and offense that performs pretty solid, or if you're gonna get what you got on Thanksgiving, where it was just pretty poor. Even though they did get Josh Allen to have 2 picks, but I don't know. We'll have to see in the future how they could pick up from here. Now, yeah, the Browns played this week. Yeah, they lost to the. Honestly, they're not good. They're not good. They were overhyped. They always are overhyped, but last 2 years I should say they've been overhyped, and everyone's kind of seeing the frauds that they are. Nick Chubb is an absolute beast. But even he couldn't get anything going. Baker sucks, dude. He's pretty fraudulent to say the least. And you look here when Chubb's not playing. I mean, Kareem Hunt 7 carries for 20 yards. Overall, it was a really bad game. I mean, Lamar had 4 picks, and the Browns still couldn't get anything going on offense. I mean, just look at the overall. This was just pretty bad. A missed field goal from 46 yards. Missed field goal. Punt. Just Tucker hits. Punt. Just Tucker hits. Fumble. Browns. Ravens get picked off. Browns get a field goal. Ravens get picked off. After the Ravens get the pick, Browns fumble. Ravens get picked off. Browns punt. End of the half. Ravens touchdown. Browns punt. Ravens punt. Touchdown Browns. This was. Oh, actually, Nick Chubb was in this game. I actually didn't know that. He had less than 20 rushing yards, so that's interesting to say the least. Yeah. Baker to Njoku for the touchdown. Lamar throws another pick. Punt. Ravens get a field goal. Browns turn it over. Game over. Overall, a terrible game, but yeah, realistically, this Browns team they're awful. Obviously, I mean, they're not these teams, but they're they're not that good. And I honestly could see them just keep falling in the rankings realistically. I think Denver goes here now. Maybe a bit biased, you could say, but I honestly see them over. Yes, the Eagles beat them, but after this one against the Chargers, sitting at 6-5. You know, not a lot of. There's not a ton of teams. I mean, heck, I could put them up with the Vikings really, but I just think the Vikings are way too good for that record. I think they're a 7-8 win team. They've also had some injury problems, but actually, nah, put the Raiders here. Put the Raiders and Broncos. Um, Broncos. I think the Broncos are better than the Raiders. Maybe a bit biased again, but just personally watching us play versus watching the Raiders play. When our offense is on, we're very streaky. That's the problem. The defense is phenomenal. If you've watched the last couple of weeks, the rookies have played amazing. Caden Stearns has been great at strong safety, filling in for Kareem Jackson. Um, Kenny Young, not a rookie, but somebody we got in a trade with the Rams, has played stellar. I think Browning, I want to say his last name is. Um, Hold on, let me look his name up real quick. Something along that lines. He was a late round pick. Yeah, Baron Browning has played great in that game. He had a few good pass breakups, dropping coverage, forcing um, pressure. As you can see, also Pat Surtain absolutely balled out. 2 picks with a pick 6. What a draft pick he's been. But yeah, Broncos got a good win here, and I think they could bounce on this. I mean, obviously played the Chiefs this week, so you know, see what happens there. But you know, if they get a win against the Chiefs, I'm pretty sure they're top of the division. I want to say. Um, yeah, win over the Chiefs puts us to 7-5 and 2-1 in the division. Yeah, we would Broncos. If the Broncos beat the Chiefs this weekend, um, they go top of the division, which you know they should make the playoffs at this point. Um, Obviously they're an 8. They're the 8 seed right or 9 seed right now. Um, Obviously you have the 7 seeds. Chargers are barely sneaking in right now. Um, Bengals, Bills, Chargers right now, but I mean look at that. All 4 AFC West teams are just in the hunt right now. And Ravens sitting on top of the division, which is surprising. Top of the AFC, I should say. I will say something that is funny. Technically, Detroit can make the playoffs, even though they haven't won a game, and they're 0-10-1 at the moment. They can still technically make the playoffs. I think it's basically everyone wins out, and they get in as the 7 seed. They went out. I think that's how they get in. I don't remember for sure. But yeah, Lions can technically make the playoffs, which is pretty funny still to think about. But yeah, anyways, let's finish up this tier list here. Now, I think I'm gonna go Vikings, Chargers, Niners. I don't think I'm missing anybody else here. Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Um, Niners have got some good back-to-back wins and pulled some solid wins together here. Chargers have looked pretty mid, to say the least. They look good and then they just play bad. I don't really know. You have some weeks where they look amazing, and then you have this week where they played the Broncos. Defense absolutely tormented them, and you know Broncos, I don't know what their run defense ranks statistically at the moment, but watching them, they've never really had a really. This year they haven't had a good run defense. We've usually been gashed by a lot of teams. The fact that Eckler and yeah, their leading rusher was Herbert with 36 yards, and Eckler only had 31. Was pretty um pretty disappointing from Chargers perspective. But yeah, good game there. And Niners, yeah, like I said, pulled together a few couple wins. Pulled themselves to 6-5, still in the race. Oops. But yeah, we'll see. Now, A tier is where this gets tough because I don't really know because there's a lot of good. I guess I gotta start off with the Bengals. Obviously, they just destroyed the Steelers. Um, right here, 41-10 win against the Steelers is quite big, but at this point, I don't know if I can really put them higher above these other teams in front of them. Obviously, if we look here, it's a toss up between them and the Colts, but the Colts have really turned this season around and honestly could have. I mean, Carson Wentz outplayed Tom Brady. Receiving yards, had 3 touchdowns. Okay, he did have 2 picks, but you could argue Carson Wentz outplayed Tom Brady in that game. And yeah, pretty good game overall for the Colts. So I think in that case, I'm gonna go Colts here, mainly because I don't think I could put them over the Cowboys just yet. I don't think the Cowboys are great, but obviously they're 7-4, so can't really put the 6-6 Colts above them yet, just yet. But we're getting close to that point. Now, yeah, I think Cowboys. I think the Rams are next. I the Rams have not played well. How many wins do the Chiefs have? They've 7, I think, right? They're 7. Yeah, they're 7-4. Um, yeah, Rams have not played well. They have overstacked their lineup, and I don't know what it is. They just can't pull it out. They can't pull their games through. Um, they should have realistically they should have taken this game against Rodgers. Aaron Jones not playing well. Yeah, Rodgers had this toe injury, but like obviously, I mean, you see points wise, 17. They scored 17 points and 11 points in the fourth, but it's just too little, too late at that point. Really should have gotten that win there. Really needed to get that win to keep themselves higher up, but at this point, I just can't put them that high. Next up, I'm gonna go Chiefs. 7-4. They've looked great. They've been on this nice comeback since the beginning of this. Since they've looked pretty bad at the beginning of the season. 7-4. They're starting to look like the normal Chiefs that we've seen the last couple of years. And realistically, I think they're going to be a playoff contender. They're going to push for a Super Bowl this year. Question is, honestly, do they get the division or not? That's really going to be one of the curious things. It doesn't really matter too much because I don't think they're going to get a #1 seed. But the AFC's wide open this year, so obviously we got to see if the Chiefs can actually take it. Will actually step up and take it. Another team that could just step up and take it. Titans. I think that's where I want to put the Titans. Yeah, that's where I want to put the Titans. Took an L to the Patriots this weekend. A massive L. Mac Jones just went and pooed all over them. Realistically, um, not a bad game, but yeah, Titans just got destroyed by the Patriots. And the Patriots are really showing why they are a team to be feared. Sorry. And we're really seeing Mac Jones come into his own. And be that Tom Brady replacement that the Patriots needed. And the last team that's not gonna make S tier. um, I guess the Ravens have to, even though they're top the AFC at the moment. They looked abysmal in that Ravens game or the Browns game. The fact that they didn't lose that game is shocking. But a few players just made a few big plays and overall just got the win for them. But yeah, I just can't put them S tier after that performance. They do get a nice boost though. They were middle of the pack A tier to moving up to top of S. But yeah, that's where I have to rank it so far. Next up, I'm gonna go the Bills. Bills move back into S tier. I think this is pretty self-explanatory, pretty deserved. 31-6 against the Saints. Even though recently they haven't looked fantastic, they really got their confidence back with this game here. Obviously this game right here, this is gonna be a big game. If they could beat the Patriots, if they could beat them, then obviously we're gonna see they'll take back the AFC, I think. But if the Patriots should just take them out, then we'll continue to see this Patriots team just dominant. I got two teams here. I got the Packers and I got the Bucks. I feel like I have to put. Oops, I keep doing that. I'm gonna go Bucks. There, not a convincing win against the Colts. Realistically, they should have pulled the win off by. It shouldn't have been as close as it was. Don't get me wrong, the Colts are a great team, but this Bucks team is supposed to be blowing teams out of the water, and right now they're not. So we'll have to see towards the end of the season now if they really do come into their own of blowing teams out, or if they are just gonna keep close with everybody. We are at our top three here. The Patriots, the Packers, the Cardinals. Now, Cardinals, I think Cardinals are going to stay number one. Question is, do I put the Packers or the Patriots first? Packers had... Packers obviously are 9-3. Patriots are 8-4. Record shows Packers are the better team. But I don't know if they are. If a lot of these games were close games. And compared to the Patriots, Patriots at the beginning of the season looked pretty mid, but they've just been so dominant these last couple weeks. They're on a 3, 4, they're on a 6-game win streak at the moment. They started the season, 2-4? Everyone wrote them off and then murdered the Jets. Took the Chargers down, beat the Panthers, obliterated the Browns, obliterated the Falcons, obliterated the Titans. They're out for blood right now. And I think for that reason, I think I'm moving the Patriots to 2. I think this is going to be my rankings. Patriots move up to number 2 after this game against the Titans. But yeah, um, some surprising moves, I think. But this is the tier list going into this next, going into this week. Whoops. What is this? Is this... What week are we in? 13? 13. Week 13. Alright. Perfect. We are week 13 rankings in the group chat. I like to put them in there just as a staple for the week. And, yeah. So Pat's not going to be on tonight. So, obviously, we can't, he's not going to be able to commentate over his picks and how they did. But, I'll be able to go over them. I'll go over both our picks and see how they ended. Both had the Patriots. That was a dub. Both had the Titans. That was an L. And if you go back and look or listen in, you can hear me. I go and I say, this is a game that if the Titans were going to lose, they're going to lose to the Texans, or a game like this. Panthers, that is a L. Really close game, but an L nonetheless. Ravens, Bears, I took the Bears. That was an L. It was a really close game. Lions, that's an L. Shouldn't have been an L. They had that game all the way through, and anyways, I called it, but the wrong way around, so that's tough. Both took the Dolphins over the Jets. That's a dub. Both took the Eagles over the Saints. That was a dub. Not a lot of people expected that, but we did. Niners over the Jags. That was pretty easy. I took Bengals. Pat took Raiders. I got the dub there. I took Chiefs. He took Cowboys. That was a dub for me. Cowboys took that fat L. We both took Arizona. That was a dub. Even with Colt McCoy, got that dub. And excuse me. It seems I forgot a pick. We have to go to the tape. 2, 1. What's up? Let's go to the tape. Chat to the tape. To the tape. Let's go to the tape here. Big Ben is back.
No, he's not, but he's worthless either.
Jeez. Oh, wait, I actually need the chat.
Steelers this season, they really haven't shown up. They haven't been good, so.
If Ben... Pat took the Chargers. Oh, wait, no, I'm just dumb. I did write Pat's in there. Chargers. Oh, I didn't write his Giants pick. Was back, I think I would take the Steelers, even though Ben isn't that good.
I agree with you on that.
Give me Danny Dimes, maybe.
Facts. Give me
See?
Danny Dimes.
Bro,
Saquon should be back, and so should Sterling.
Past me, that was a tough L. And past Pat, that was a tough L as well. He had the Giants as well, and that was a fat L. But it's okay. So for that week, for last week, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 and 2, 4, 5, 8 and 6, which after last week takes me up to um would go 76, and what was 8 and what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 6. Yeah, I was right. I was on the right thoughts. 76 and 54 all time, and Pat is now in the all-time rankings. Now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 7. Um, Pat shooting a solid 50%. Been on Jack's picks from last week, but we'll have his for this week. And then we'll go over my picks from last week. Now, obviously, if you looked, it would say that I did edit this right before the recording, which I did, but, I don't know if you can see the, can I show my former bets? This? Hold on. Let me just double check. Alright, now, granted, these are with parlays and such, but, as you see, I had Patriots, I had Giants, I had Bucks, Panthers, Bengals, Broncos, Vikings, actually, I don't know if I put that I had the Vikings on there. In my parlay, I had them, but in real life, I don't know if did I have them in real life too? I did have them in real life too. Okay. Vikings, Ravens, and Washington I had. And as you can see, those are all on there. So, when it comes to the parlay, I kind of did off my parlay, plus kind of what I was rooting for and what I predicted. So, before this game, Bills Saints, that was a dub. Bears was a dub, and Raiders was a dub. I might not believe the Raiders Cowboys won, but I did predict that the Raiders were going to win. I thought the Cowboys were going to struggle. I thought the Raiders defense was going to show up today, and I thought Derek Carr was just going to have an absolute feast, which he did. I did not think that it was going to go down the way it did, and go to overtime and such, but a win's a win. Panthers, that was a fat L. Thanks for ruining my parlays. Pats was a dub. Giants was a dub. Broncos was a dub. Bengals was a dub. Bucks was a dub. Falcons was a dub. Texans was an L. Rams was an L. Vikings was an L. And Washington was a dub. So overall this week I went 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3, 4, 9 and 4. Which, pretty good. Pretty good to be fair. So that puts me up to 85 and 58. A big week. Needed that. So now, if we whip out our nice and lovely calculator, and we divide them out, we have 58 divided by 85. Overall, I'm at 68% correct on my picks. Is that right? No. Wait. Is that right? Is it? No. Wait. No, it is right. Yeah, 68%. I'm sat at 68%, right? Because if I did. Yeah, I was right. Okay, we're sat at about 68%. Anyways, and Jack is sat at about. Wait, maybe I am doing this wrong. Oh. No, I'm definitely doing this wrong. Why am I being so dumb? I feel like. Sorry, the light got all weird looking. Anyways, I don't know why I feel like I'm doing that wrong. Uh, Maybe I am. I don't know. Anyways, we're not gonna worry about it. Anyways, maybe I am. Jack should be way higher in the Jack's what? He's like shooting like 75% ish. Pat's 50-50 right now, and oh yeah, no, I'm definitely doing it wrong, but whatever, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not trying to do math right now, but yeah, so looking not bad. Now we'll switch over to fantasy too before we end off. We'll go over to fantasy. Oh, actually, no, not fantasy. Sorry, I have to do my picks for this week. I'm just not thinking right. Anyways, week 13 picks. We are going to start with Cowboys Saints. Taking the Cowboys. Even though you know what? Cowboys are gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna take Cowboys. Just because I think they're gonna try they're gonna try going for a statement win. I'm gonna take the Giants over the Dolphins. Even though I think overall the Dolphins might win that game. Taking the Broncos over the Chiefs. Again, Chiefs do. No, I think this could be that statement where the Broncos need, but I also couldn't. We'll see. We're gonna take the Bucks over the Falcons. We're gonna take the Cards over the Bears. We are going to take the Bengals over the Chargers. We're going to take the Vikings over the Lions. The Eagles over the Jets. We are going to take the Colts over the Texans. We are going to. That's a tough one. I'm gonna take Raiders, especially if J.D. McKissick is out for a little bit. Rams over the Jags. That would be a very disappointing L if the Rams take that. Ravens over the Steelers. Niners over the Seahawks. And this is the big match of the week. It's at Buffalo. But I think I'm still going to take the Pats, dude. I think the Pats take care of business, dude. Have they played? They played earlier in the year, right? Have they not played this time yet this year? They haven't. Interesting. I thought they played already this year. Anyways, yeah, I'll take the Pats. Um, Obviously no Trey White now. That's gonna be big because that's obviously the number one corner for the Bills. So, but yeah, I think this is gonna be what I'm taking this week. Um, Hopefully future me will put Jack's picks in here. If not, I'll put them in before next week. I'll put them in next week. Um, but yeah, last thing up, fantasy. Everyone's favorite. Took a L by 1 point because of one dumb decision I made. Right before kickoff, I decided, you know what? I think Noah Fant's gonna get a touchdown, and he didn't. He should have, but he didn't. And I should have just started Bateman like I was going to, but I didn't. So I lost by 1 point. Actually, I had Chester Rogers in there as well. It was Bateman, Chester Rogers, and Fant. I was going back and forth between. And eventually I decided to start Fant, thinking he'd get one touchdown, and he didn't. Koenig got another big win over AJ. Cat got another big win over Pat. Um, Justin got a nice win. Even though he had Nick Chubb and Jonathan Taylor not playing the greatest, he still got a big week from Jalen Waddle. Hunter pulled it off against Boone, even though he had Jalen Hurts put up 7 points. Debo, Darnell Mooney, and Devontae Adams all carried. Actually, Joe Mixon put an absolute shift in, and overall pulled out the win for him. And then Logan was on bye. This week, I got the unfortunate news of Dalvin Cook being out for 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks. Probably about 2 weeks. He most likely will not play against the Lions, but if he's back in 2 weeks, which is just in time for Chicago, which would be my playoff game, that would be lovely. Until then, I have Jamal Williams. I have Keeney I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. Inwang. I don't know how to say his last name. Anyways, this guy for the Vikings, he's the backup running back, but he also does kick returns, so he adds that extra boost to his game. He actually had a 99-yard kick return touchdown during the game. So, I also have my eyes on 2 players in free agency, but I'm not going to say who, as they are, I don't want them being picked up. Who's got high projections this week? Anybody crazy? Taysom Hill could be a decent QB. Devin Duvernay. Is he the kick returner? No, he actually just plays wide receiver. Okay. DeAndre Carter's kick returner, I'm pretty sure. No, he also gets receptions. Maybe I don't know. I never could tell who the kick returners are versus who the actual regular starters can be at times. But, yeah, so that's what I'm aiming for this week for fantasy. Hopefully, Dalvin Cook, like I said, will be back. I'll get A.J. Brown back in 2 weeks. And I may get Derrick Henry back right in the finals. In the final game of the season. They're saying he might get back for January 2nd, the Week 17 matchup with Miami. Which, if he does, I think I'm going to have to start him. Obviously, my hope is for this Week 17 matchup, I'm going to be starting Dalvin. I'm going to be starting Dalvin, Najee, Keenan, Tyreek, and Antonio Brown will be here. And then the real question will be, um, do I start? Do I start? Actually, I think Antonio Brown would be there. Do I start Derrick Henry, AJ Brown, or Keenan Allen? That'll be the true question. And my answer to that will be we'll get there when we get there. And we'll have to see. Um, Hopefully I get Zach Ertz this week, which um I may start him. I'm not totally for sure. I don't think I'm gonna start him just yet. I'm gonna let him play another week, see how he does. But he's coming off a nice week. He's tight end number 10. But I just can't take it off Hawkinson right now. Love my boy TJ Hawkinson. He's absolute goat. Fant's at 12 right now, but again, I'm more a fan as a trade piece. But the adds and drops this last yesterday, we had Chuba Hubbard was dropped, Sony Michel, Michael Carter, Texans defense. Daniel Carlson got added. I picked up Jamal Williams. Jack got Rex Burkhead for this week. Justin got Dontrell Hilliard. Hunter got the Vikings defense. I picked up Kiki or Keeney. Thought there was a K there. It's Keeney or Keen, whatever. I'm not gonna keep trying to pronounce it. Van Jefferson, Kendrick Bourne, Hunter picked up, and Eagles. Sean picked up the Eagles defense, and Logan picked up the Dolphins defense. So those were the pickups in this league for this week. And overall, yeah, we're gonna keep marching. I don't think Antonio Brown's playing this week, which sucks. So that's why I think Elijah Moore is gonna get the start, and hopefully Jamal Williams will get a play nice going into this week. Next league, got the dub in this league. Do need to pick a kicker up in this league. I did not notice that. Alexander Madison. Hello. Welcome to my team. Michael Carter, sorry bud, you're off the team though. And that's just how the cookie crumbles. Well, that's quite a nice pickup. I love these leagues because I can just pick up basically anybody. There are so many good free agents, and I just pick up whoever I need for the week. Nick Folk, sure. You had 10 points or like 20 points last week. You can be the kicker for this week. I'll drop Crosby. I actually have an open roster spot as well. Do we want Elijah Mitchell? Van Jefferson? I think Mitchell will be who I'll pick up in this league. Because, well, it's Elijah Mitchell. I don't really know what else to say. Drop the Bears defense. Perfect. Just doing some tidying up on this league. Nick Folk will start a kicker. And perfect. This team is pretty disgusting, dude. I'm 9-3 in this league. Honestly, I should win this league, I think. This team's really disgusting as well. Am I number one in... Oh, actually, no, I'm not. The guy I'm playing this week actually is number one in the rankings. He's 10-2. Oh, okay, he does have a really nice team with, he's got Thielen on his bench. This guy's got a nice team. I don't think it'll be a blowout, but it'll probably be close. This league took an L in, shouldn't lose this week. If I do, I'm going to be disappointed. I'll start Darnell Mooney this week. Problem with this league is QB. I do not have a very good QBs. My QB situation is not the greatest, but I think there's. Ooh, I don't need a tight end. That sucks. This league's a weird one. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of players that just are just strange. A lot of good tight ends are free agents in this league, which is kind of strange to me. I need defense this week, actually. Oh, duh, Cardinals. I forgot I dropped them last week because I didn't have any roster space on the bottom. Dropped them before the week so I could just pick them back up this week. We're still going to start Derek Carr. It's been a serviceable QB. And then last up, we got the College League. Sitting at 6-6. Took a tough L last week. I need a QB. Luckily, I got this defense back. This is one of my very, very unstacked leagues that I have. Oh, McCaffrey got dropped. That's tough. They dropped Calvin Ridley too. Is he just not? I might just pick him up just in case he ever does come back this week. I don't know if I have. Oh, I have too many receivers on my roster. Courtland Sutton. Sorry, Courtland Sutton, but cannot afford to let you chill there anymore. Courtland Sutton just hasn't produced in fantasy the way I would have liked him to, which sucks. Is there? Who do I start? Do I pick up Tua Tagovailoa or Taysom Hill this week? Taysom's starting. Last time when he played the Giants, he actually put up 18 fantasy points. I'm assuming because he had some catches and some stuff like that. No, screw it. We'll start Taysom this week. We'll see if he can actually prove himself. Actually play good. Hopefully he does. They have him projected to have 20 points, which if he does, that'd be clutch, because that means I should be able to get the win this week. If not, that sucks. I don't think there's any tight ends. And see, this is again, there's no tight end free agents in this league, but in the other league there's a ton. It's so weird. I'm picking Maru this week because this is somebody I heard about is an absolute beast that is somebody that is a good target considering, because when Waller was out last time, he had 18 points fantasy-wise, 6 catches, 60 yards, and touchdown. So overall, a nice game there. But yeah, that's the look for this week. Again, not gonna spoil who I'm picking up here. Get anybody in this leagues. If you have trade offers, send them over. Let me know. I'm always down to look at trade offers. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Should be live again next Wednesday. I want to say either next Wednesday or sometime next week. I'll be live, so just keep a lookout for that. Yeah, thanks.